So as you are requesting me to go over the assignment that we have worked on day one. So this is basically what it was. We wanted you to go and do the test case for the screencast. So the test case to go ahead and then do what? Create a new account. So if you're a manual tester, if I am a manual tester, and if I am asked to write a test case for this, basically that's going to be pretty straightforward. I would open up my notepad, and then I would say that, okay, my objective is to make sure that I do the following. So I think we have something lying around, so let me see if I can bring it up rather than taking away your time typing it. So I'm just going to bring it up from one of the previous classes. So this is ID test case. So we might have that test case written out here. So give me a second to see if I could pull it out. Yeah, it's here. Okay, so this is basically our test case. Our test case was to test the screencast new account functionality. That was what we were supposed to do. Okay. So the test steps for that would be you have to open a browser, which is a Firefox or Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, and you navigate yourself to the application under test, AUT, and that application under test is screencast.com. So we have to navigate there. And under the Get Your Free Account Now, enter your email address in the email text box. That's number one. The second one would be enter your password, then verify your password by re-entering the password, and then enter your display name and select the country if there was a country. I guess this is the country. And then this is an old test case, so there used to be like a box there to subscribe, which we don't have right now, so I can take it out. So these are basically your 7 steps that we were supposed to do. Now, I understand if you have to automate it, right? There was something that I read, like how are you going to do it in case of multiple, if you have more than one? Of course, this is just to produce a script, an automated script. So how is that automated script going to get produced when you record your action? So when you do that, of course, you're going to be typing your email address. So that is one email address. If you try to run it one more time, it is not going to take it because that email address is already in their system. Or for that matter, that display name is already there in their system, so it's not going to take that. So down the road, we're going to get into something called parameterization, meaning that what if you have to test it for 20 or 200 different sets of data? How are we going to do it? So we're going to take some baby steps. So in the beginning, we're going to start off with one at a time, meaning that when you produce that code, which we will do it right now. So this was the assignment. I'm going to do it today, but in future I might not because you guys have to do it, try it on your own. And most of you guys have submitted, but I still would like to give everybody an opportunity to submit. So just excuse me because today being the second day, some of the folks, they did not get their link, so you just gotta excuse me for just once. Sorry about that. So coming back, majority of you have submitted the assignments, but I'm expecting that everyone should be doing it. And I like the way you guys are interacting, meaning that if you have any concerns or if you are going through any issues, yeah, do post it into the Google group. But keep it, for the technical stuff that everybody would get benefit out of it. Meaning that if there is something personal, like say for instance, I think there was something. Probably, I think, I'm not sure it was Erica, but someone had posted, give me a second here, so that I could go there and show it to you. So if we go into the Selenium, group, tonight class, right? Now, say for instance, right? Now, how do I access the webinar for tonight's class? Don't post it here. I mean, today being the first day, you did not add the idea of it, but don't post it here. Write it to our email address, which is trainingrite@gmail.com, or write to sales@trainingrite.com. But because what happens is when you post it here, it's going to go to not only 20 people who are a part of this, but 800 other people who were our students in the past. So they don't like to see these personal things in here. But if you post anything, technical, meaning that anything that you are going through right now and you need to resolve it, they all would, 700-800 people would try to help you out. We hope. And you would get some help in understanding what's going on. But when you post this, those poor 800 souls, they have nothing to do with you not getting the link tonight. And they, occasionally, if it is like a one or two personal, post in here, they will excuse you. Otherwise, you will see. I have seen some real nasty messages coming back occasionally. So let's hopefully let's not invite anything like that. So anything personal, write it directly to us at sales@trainingrite.com or trainingrite@gmail.com. Okay, now your questions can go in here. Any question, like say for instance, from the previous batch, there's something going on in here. There's somebody asking this question and all that. So likewise, you guys have any technical questions, feel free, go ahead and ask those things in here. Okay, yeah, I will make sure that we get you the access. All right, so now coming back to the assignment. So we have to go and then we have to the assignment, how we do it for this one, to create a new account. The whole purpose of that assignment was to make sure that you have downloaded IDE. So I'm not going to go through that process of downloading IDE and all that, because that you could also get by watching the video. So I'm making an assumption that you already have downloaded the IDE, and your IDE is right here. So when you open the IDE, what is it? It is, it had recorded whatever I have done. So I'm just gonna get out of here and go back again. So I'm gonna go back into IDE, and basically what we want is we are working on this screencast, right? So I'm gonna go and use the screencast, screencast.com. Okay, now this is already in the recording mode, so I'm going to start to perform some actions in here. And as we perform those actions, it will get recorded in here. So I'm going to go in here and type some email address. So let's say tronline-trainer22@gmail.com. That's the email address. And I'm going to use a password as password, and the password, verify password again as password. Display name, I'm going to use this as the display name. So I'm just going to copy paste that. That would be my display name. Of course, I'm going to make it an uppercase T. And imagine that I'm from a different country, so I'm going to put in whatever, right? Argentina. Okay, I'm not going to go and click on sign up yet, right? So I will just make sure that whatever steps I have performed here on the browser is my IDE recording all those things. And if you see here, it had open, and with this / that means that look into what is up here, go and open that. So that's that. The next thing was type, right? This next one is type. And notice if I go and click on that, the details of the command would show up down here. And if I need to edit something, I could edit it here. So let me just click on the type, and it tells that, okay, I'm typing in this email box, and I'm entering this value in there. And then likewise for the password, retype password and type the display name and select the country. Okay, so I have recorded this script, and the next thing that I want to do here is I want to go and then play this script again. So in order to play this script, I got to work here on this toolbox, and the way I can work is I will make sure that this is running in a slow mode, and I should actually go and then save it, but right now I'm not going to do it. So let us go and then run and see if it plays whatever we want. Now, to get a better idea that each and every command is getting executed, I don't want to stay on the same site. Right now I'm screencast.com. Just so that we can appreciate the fact that it is going to do each and every line of commands here. So I'm just going to navigate myself away from this site. So I'm going to go, doesn't matter where, let's say to Yahoo, right? Because that was a shortcut and that's where I went. Okay, so now I will run this. When I'm running this, when I click on this one, I run by clicking on this one. Notice what happens over here. It's gonna, wherever your cursor is, even though it's highlighted this, it's gonna start up on the top. And as it goes through these commands, any command that gets executed is like a beige color, and or presently it is executing is a beige color. And if it executes that, then it is going to turn into a light green. And the end result is this is going to turn completely green. That will tell me that yes, my script was successfully executed. Okay, so we do that. As you notice, it's running the open one, then it is typing, then it's typing the password, display, and then a country is Argentina. Okay, now I did not record clicking of this, right? Okay, now let's say I want to have another one. This is not TrainingRite 22. I want to have another one in here. So how do I do it? So it is almost like a manual testing right now. If I have to come back in here, click on this one, and I have to edit this one. So this is going to be, let's say, 33. I'm just using these numbers. They don't mean anything right now, just so that we can see that something had changed. Likewise, in the country, I'm going to go all the way in the bottom here for the country, and it's not going to be Argentina. Let's say it is going to be Australia. So as long as you can spell Australia. Okay, so now notice that if I move away from here, it is going to type 33, and it is going to type Australia, select Australia when I run it, right? Now you would say that, is it not totally defeating the purpose of automation where you have to come in here and then do it every time? Yeah, for today, for now, yes, right? So how do we resolve that? How do we solve that? The way we're going to solve this issue is we have to go and we have to create some Excel sheet, and in that Excel sheet we have to put our data in that Excel sheet. Just to give you some idea, let's say this is an Excel sheet, and in this Excel sheet this is my test data. And the other day we just were trying to figure it out, like what should be my country and what should be my, so these are the email addresses. So if you see, it started off with 21, then 22, 23, 24, then again we were changing some. So this is some test data. So the idea here is it's the same password and display and country, and now this is what we have to bring in. We have to bring in here and then pass it to the script here. Now, unfortunately, things like that cannot be done by IDE. IDE is limited in its capabilities of doing some, creating these tests, but it cannot do things like conditional logic. It cannot do like, oh, if the country is Australia, we want to select something else, or some logic. So that logic, I cannot do the logic here because there's no command like if. So because these are the commands, different commands. So I don't have an if command, and I don't have like to do like connect to the Excel or connect to databases. Those things we cannot do it from here. So for that we have to get into something called Eclipse, right? And we will be doing that. I will slowly but surely make this transition from IDE into a tool wherein you would be writing the code and making it happen. So as of now, the use of this tool is to do what? To create this script automatically, to record the script. Now, many times what happens is the script is not going to be this 4 or 5 lines. It is going to be a huge test. And to give you an example of a huge test, I'm going to take you to something a long time back. I was working on a project, so I have taken bits and pieces from that project, and I am using it to give you a demonstration of that, only because I have a better control of it. I can intentionally create some bugs in it and ask you to find out what those bugs are, because if you agree with me, let's say if we go out and test anything which is out there, say for instance if you want to go and then test Amazon.com, right? What are the chances that if I go to their website, I might be able to find any bugs there, right? I mean, a company of this size, they would have hired 50 developers. 50 could be an exaggeration. Maybe like a dozen developers, and maybe half a dozen testers to rigorously go and then test this application. And once they do that, once they remove or make sure that there are no bugs, then it goes into production. So production is for general public to use it. So we are using it. That means that we hope and that there are no bugs. And a company like Amazon, definitely there will not be any bugs in here. So when we are testing and when we are trying to learn this, we will never be able to find a bug here, because the chances are, there are maybe no bugs. So how can we find out that we will learn as how to create these test cases? At the same time, we'll be able to find out some bugs. So what I have done is, from many years ago when I was working as a developer, as a programmer for this company, which I'm going to be showing it to you, we were working on their rewards program. So if you have let's say a card from a bank or a credit card, and if you use that credit card, they give you miles, right? And if you have a card or an account with an airline like US Airways or let's say, for example, JetBlue or American Airways and all that, then if you use to buy their products, then you get the reward points. Now, it is not restricted to just the airlines or just to banking or to credit cards. Reward programs are being offered by everyone, right? So, I mean, I have a card from this company from where I buy a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not trying to promote them, neither I have any affiliation with them, but I'm just trying to show that when I purchase anything, I just go to them and then I buy. So they also have a reward program. If I buy using their credit card, they give me some points, and those points I could use to buy or towards the purchase of the other stuff in here, right? So every site has things like that. So again, if we go and test their site, chances are again all those bugs are gone. Like we might not be able to. So what I am doing is I'm intentionally inserting some bugs so that when you do the testing, you would be able to